For the past 6 months or so, there has been a social media movement in the Red Dead Online community that I'm sure you guys have heard of by now, the hashtag Save Red Dead Online. The entire point of it was to draw attention to the lack of care and updates from Rockstar to the game. Because the last time Red Dead Online had received an update was last summer with the Blood Money update, which to many wasn't even that good of a DLC to begin with. And now all Red Dead Online gets are monthly events. They don't even get weekly events anymore like we do in GTA Online. Well, recently Take-Two Interactive had their quarterly earnings call, and the state of Red Dead Online was brought up by IGN, and Take-Two CEO Strauss Zelnick had this to say about it. I've heard the frustration. It's flattering that they want more content, and more will be said by Rockstar in due time. And when asked if Red Dead Online would be supported long term, Zelnick had said that that's what the plan was. After hearing that, the community took this as a win that they are finally aware of what's going on, they're aware of the Save Red Dead Online movement and all the frustration, and that the game will continue to get updates just like he had said with their plan to continue supporting the game long term. Which you would assume as a live service game means content updates throughout the years to come, just like with GTA Online and stuff. Apparently that's not exactly what he meant, because afterwards Take-Two reached out to IGN to confirm that the comment about long-term support only referred to the online server staying up, and that any future content updates would be up to Rockstar. So in the end, we are left with a very business-worded statement that really only gives us the acknowledgement that they're aware of our frustration. We already know by now that Rockstar are going to be the ones that announce the updates. It's been that way for years, so that's not really new info. And they never really confirmed that more updates are even coming to begin with, just to stay tuned to Rockstar, which is the same thing we've been doing for a year now, waiting for news on an update. I'm still very skeptical on the entire thing. I don't want to get too excited about it until Rockstar themselves actually show us something to be excited for, because let's face it, the update history for Red Dead Online hasn't been good recently. The Bounty Hunter expansion and Blood Money updates were both very underwhelming. They would need to show off something massive to get the community excited for this game again. The best way to think about this, in my opinion, is to just not get too overhyped about it. I don't want you guys to get really excited only to be disappointed if very little happens. You have to remember, this is a CEO talking at an earnings call, and the way business works is that he's going to answer the questions in the most vague, indirect ways possible. You know, it's the same thing that politicians do. They just leave you wondering, well, what the fuck did that answer mean? Instead of the question being directly answered, you almost have more questions about their answer to the initial question. It's also weird why they would backtrack that statement though if they actually planned on having more content for Red Dead Online, because if they did, they wouldn't have to clarify that it's only for the servers. It's just very strange to me. That being said, I do think there's a chance this could be a big year, at least in terms of announcements for Rockstar. From that last earnings presentation, for fiscal year 2023 to 2025, they are planning on releasing 8 new iterations of previously released titles, none of which have been announced yet. There have been rumors about a potential Red Dead Redemption 1 remaster as well as a next-gen patch for RDR2, and I think there's a possibility that an RDR remaster along with an RDR2 next-gen patch or port could happen. That would be very big for the Red Dead community, and it would definitely bring a lot more excitement back into this franchise. And RDR2 definitely does need that next-gen patch with 60 FPS, because just playing it at 30 FPS feels so odd now that most games are running at least 60 FPS on these next-gen consoles. Imagine a next-gen patch for RDR2 with improved graphics, 60 FPS, the Rockstar editor, and then maybe they drop like a big robbery or heist update on top of that. Man, that would be amazing. That's just speculation though. Don't take any of this as facts or anything, just something to think about. Also, the ironic part about all of this is that the original Red Dead Redemption is actually 12 years old on this exact day. Anyways, I just wanted to give my thoughts on this after seeing how the community reacted to hearing this news from the conference call. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about everything. Do you think Red Dead Online could make a comeback in a big way this year? And do you think Rockstar has some announcements coming up related to Red Dead? If you enjoyed the video or found it helpful, feel free to leave a like as well as subscribe to my channel for more content. Hopefully Red Dead Online gets some proper news that it deserves soon. And as always, thanks for watching and have a great day.